The members of BB Girls have made some big decisions regarding the group. As you might remember, after leaving Brave Entertainment, Brave Girls changed their group name to BB Girls and moved to Warner Music Korea. However, it seems like there were more changes to come. On April 22nd, the group announced the end of their contract with Warner Music, as well as informing fans that member Yoo Jong had left the group. In an official statement to the public, they also stated that they have established their own company, BB Girls Company, where they will be promoting from now on. The company is going to be a subsidiary of Grand Line Group, and since they're now in charge of themselves, they will solely focus on music and music-related activities. The fans were obviously shocked by the news, but it seems like they knew something was off when Yoo Jong unfollowed the three members a few days ago and didn't appear along with them in recent schedules. Whatever the case is, we're going to support the members in all their future endeavors, so good luck to them. Unfortunately, we have to continue with more sad news for the girl group stans. On April 22nd, FNC Entertainment announced that Cherry Bullet have officially disbanded. They said that the decision was made after long discussions between the members and the company. As for the members, Yuju, Bora, and Charon decided to stay with the company for their solo activities while Haeyoon, Jiwon, Remy, and May ended their contracts. The agency apologized for the sudden news and asked the fans to support the members in their new paths. Similarly to the BB Girls news, even though fans were shocked, the disbandment has been expected for a while now. The girls have been severely mismanaged ever since their debut in 2019, and their last comeback was in March of 2023. We wish the girls the best of luck, though, in whatever they choose to do. SM Entertainment is also not having a good time due to the way they have handled Seunghan's scandal. After he was put on hiatus, fans have been finding new ways to demand his return: protests, boycotts, and banners. The protests continued in various ways in Belgium, where RIIZE performed at the KBS Music Bank in Antwerp concert. Before the event started, though, the members of the group started exploring the place outside the venue and even took the time to film a dance challenge on TikTok. This presented an opportunity for fans to get their attention because as the members were filming, a fan was heard shouting, "RIIZE has 7 members," while another held a sign saying the same thing. This wasn't the only way that fans protested against Seunghan's hiatus, as they also handed out banners with photos of Seunghan and all 7 members. However, it seems like the managers weren't particularly happy about this, as fans said that their banners were taken away. Mind you, the project had been approved by the organization and the venue months ago, yet the banners still ended up being confiscated by the staff. They did apologize later, but fans were furious at this, since this was a clear sign that the company had no intention of addressing the Seunghan situation. Fans still managed to sneak some banners into the venue and chanted loudly in support of Seunghan, but they weren't happy with how far SM was going to stop the fans from making their demands known, especially since they're refusing to give an answer about what happened to him. Now on to some extremely shocking news. 5 years after Hee Jin joined HYBE labels as a chief brand officer, and 3 years after she became the CEO of ADOR, she was asked to step down from her position by HYBE executives. On April 22nd, insiders within the entertainment industry shockingly revealed that HYBE has initiated an investigation into the activities of Hee Jin and Vice President L. HYBE's audit team reportedly conducted an on-site visit to ADOR's premises to retrieve computer assets and obtain witness statements. It's been reported that the audit team uncovered evidence indicating confidential contracts being disclosed without their authorization as a way to attract potential investors. It also seems like there have been plans to persuade HYBE to sell its shares in ADOR so that the company could become independent. To give you an idea of how crazy this plan is, HYBE maintains an 80% stake in ADOR, with the remaining 20% being held by ADOR executives, including Hee Jin, who acquired an 18% stake last year. According to reports, HYBE suspects that Vice President L used his position to disclose HYBE's insider information to ADOR. L, who is a certified public accountant, used to work in HYBE's finance department, especially helping with HYBE's first stock market launch, before moving to ADOR earlier this year and becoming Hee Jin's right-hand man. It's alleged that ever since he started working at HYBE, he's been leaking confidential documents, trade secrets, and other information required for ADOR's separation from HYBE. The company has stated its intentions to pursue legal action if necessary, and has confirmed that they have started an audit on specific executives because they suspect they were trying to gain control over ADOR. Also, during the investigation, it was found Hee Jin and her team were responsible for leaking personal information of HYBE artists. This includes pictures and media from before they debuted, as well as personal health details. The situation does get messier, though. MTN reported that HYBE, being the biggest shareholder of ADOR, has taken action by requesting a shareholders meeting. This is being considered as HYBE's attempt to gain control in its ongoing dispute with ADOR's current board of directors. It remains uncertain whether ADOR's board will agree to the meeting, since both internal directors on ADOR's board have been closely aligned with Hee Jin since her time at SM Entertainment. If ADOR ends up rejecting HYBE's request, they're apparently looking to pursue legal action. In such an event, the court could authorize authorize HYBE to assemble the meeting and appoint its own director to ADOR's board. Additionally, the report indicates that HYBE has formally requested Hee Jin to step down as CEO. However, it's expected that Hee Jin will decline this request and may even push back against HYBE's actions. In light of this news, people have expressed shock at Hee Jin. It seems like she became overly ambitious after she saw just how successful NewJeans became. Long before this mess, she linked herself very closely to the group's success and underplayed HYBE's role in it. However, Hee Jin claims that the situation is entirely different from what HYBE is claiming. In a statement released by ADOR to the public on the same day, they said that HYBE is seriously violating the cultural achievements reached by ADOR and NewJeans. They also made serious accusations, saying that HYBE was copying NewJeans' ideas for ILIT. They stated, "ILIT is copying NewJeans in all areas of entertainment activities, including hair, makeup, costumes, choreography, photography, video, and event appearances." According to ADOR's statement, the copying hurt NewJeans' reputation, leading to unnecessary controversy, worry, and fatigue among fans and the public. In their statement, they explained that the multi-label system allows each label to create its own music independently, and it doesn't mean that affiliated labels can copy another label's cultural achievements. ADOR also said that they officially informed HYBE and B-Lift Lab about their concerns regarding the copying incident and other actions HYBE took regarding NewJeans. However, HYBE and B-Lift Lab apparently didn't acknowledge their mistake, and instead they offered excuses and delayed their response. In the end, ADOR vowed to do everything they could to protect NewJeans' cultural achievements and stop any more copying from happening. Hee Jin also did an interview with Ilgan Sports on April 23rd, where she called the claims that she wants to take over ADOR ridiculous. She refutes the claims that she met with any investors and explains that it's hard for her to seize management rights when she only owns an 18% stake and HYBE owns 80%. Hee Jin also said that it would be impossible for ADOR to leave HYBE without getting their consent first, so she found it hard to understand why HYBE was making those claims in the first place. According to her, she had raised the problem of ILIT allegedly copying NewJeans about a month ago and then received a notice about her termination. Hee Jin told fans who were worried about ADOR's conflict with HYBE that her motives weren't driven by money. She explained that HYBE's accusations that she was trying to take over management rights were false, citing the 50-50 case as a precedent and stating that she would never make such a mistake. Hee Jin also appeared surprised about the timing of HYBE's accusations. She wondered why HYBE spoke so publicly about the audit when it wasn't over yet, noting that it was the first time she had seen a company do this. She also said, "What was the reason they needed to put out these false articles that have nothing to do with what I was actually complaining about?" As for how this affected NewJeans, who are slated to have a comeback at the end of May, Hee Jin accused HYBE of not caring or considering their artists' schedules and conditions and said that they were still navigating NewJeans' comeback. The situation seems to be getting even more chaotic by the minute, so stay tuned for more updates. Now let's move on to SSERAFIM's second week performance at Coachella. This week, the members couldn't have been more energetic as they gave their all to make the crowd go wild. During their second performance, all members of SSERAFIM displayed increased confidence, maintaining a set list similar to that of the first week. However, they faced criticism once more, not for their singing ability, but for lack thereof. This time, they were accused of using lip sync and a loud backtrack to hide the apparent flaws in their performance. Watching their performance, it seems like apart from using more pre-recorded music for challenging songs, they have also made changes to let the members do simpler dance moves at certain points in the choreography. As expected, this has resulted in more steady singing compared to before, but it seems like K-pop fans are not letting the issue go. In fact, some even claimed that using backtracks and lip syncing is banned from the festival, but looking at this year's performances as well as previous ones, it's obvious that this piece of information that has been going around is not true at all. Blackpink gave a fire performance last year, but even they used a loud backtrack. Even this year's headliner Lana Del Rey used a backtrack during her performance, so it's obvious that no breaking of rules took place. But what about lip syncing? Well, the evidence provided to support the claim that the girls were lip syncing consisted of clips showing the members pausing their singing to prove to the audience that the performance was live. Additionally, it was shown that the backtrack wasn't as loud as people expected and that the performance wasn't pre-recorded. The girls are still in need of improvement and vocal lessons, but the reactions to this second performance just proved that people aren't really interested in seeing the girls get better, they're just interested in criticizing someone. If they were really interested in improvement, then they would appreciate that the girls took the criticism to heart and delivered a better performance instead of accusing HYBE of paying off the festival to let them lip sync.